a rubber match of the season series. The teams have split their first two matchups, with each team winning their home game so far. That is the backdrop for tonight's meeting. So for more on this game, our reporter covering the Lakers, Dave McMenamin, joins us. Dave, how are the Lakers approaching tonight's matchup with this as a potential second-round series?
Yeah, Malik, I'm not even sure we can call them the Rockets tonight, because Houston is resting everyone from Dylan Brooks, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson. They're all out of the lineup. So the Lakers need to be on high alert, because they've had some letdown games in the second half of the season. They lost to Utah. They lost to Charlotte. They lost to Brooklyn. They lost to Chicago twice. I know they were better than the other three teams I mentioned, but still sub 500. And they can't just look at the Rockets tonight and say, oh, this is a guaranteed win, because if they mess around and don't win the game, then you're talking about a true must-win on Sunday in Portland in order to secure the 3 seed. And I know the Lakers have gone 10-7 against the top teams in the West. That is certainly a testament to what they can do when they play their best. But when they don't bring their A game, they've gotten themselves into some trouble this year. So I was talking to Dorian Finney-Smith in Dallas the other night about this, and he said, listen, we're just talking about we got to stay locked in to get one more win. And then we're buying ourselves a couple extra days rest. We can play the end of the bench guys in Portland on Sunday and really use the next 9-10 days to get ready for our first round opponent.
Yeah, this is one of those games you can't look ahead. You can't overlook your opponent no matter who is out on the floor. So we'll hold the pause, if you will, until after this game is finished. Dave McMenamin, thank you so much for stopping by FBA today. Y'all had to be on our show yesterday. The Lakers, they're one win away from being able to clinch the Pacific Division, or a Clippers loss tonight would also secure that spot. JJ Redick would be the first rookie head coach to win the division with the Lakers since Pat Riley did it in 81-82. That really sets the tone for Los Angeles heading into the postseason. But when you look at the Western Conference, bringing back in Perk and DDJ here, I'm going to start with you on this one, Perk. Who's the best matchup, do you think, for the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round?
I think the best matchup for the Lakers would most likely be the Denver Nuggets, to be honest with you. With all they going through, I feel like JJ Redick has figured them out. And I think they have enough. Well, I know they have enough to actually beat them in the 7-game series. We don't know the status of Jamal Murray. We don't know when he's going to come back. And now when you look at the Nuggets, they're still trying to figure it out, right? New coach, the firing of their coach that they won the championship with, a lot of youth on the floor, still don't have a lot of faith in their three-point shooting. But I think they better stay away. The Nuggets don't want to see the Clippers or the Golden State Warriors. Yeah,
I think, and as weird as it is to say, because we talked about the Denver Nuggets, DDJ, as the Lakers' kryptonite, and rightfully so for so many years. Since the AD-Luka trade, and I'm thinking back to that game that they played right after the trade when they were in Denver and able to secure that win and get that boogeyman off their back, I think I might agree with Perk. Without Jamal Murray in particular, we don't know his status. I think it's Denver. What do you say? Unless it's the Grizzlies, but I don't think it's going to be
the Grizzlies aren't going to make it that far. I would have to agree. I mean, I would say it's anybody except for the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
You do not want to face them. I think that those teams match up well with the Lakers. I think they are not afraid to go into L.A. Of course, the Clippers are not afraid to go into L.A., but those teams are not afraid to come into crypto. I think those are bad matchups for the Lakers. But that leaves the Nuggets, which is a surprising thing for the Nuggets. When last time I was here, they had just beaten OKC. We were talking about the Nuggets as the second best team in the West and the most dangerous team against the Thunder. Now we're talking about them not being able to come out the first round against the Lakers. They have a new coach now. There's Jamal Murray being in flux. Jokic is still Jokic, but it's the way that they have fallen in this last month has been really shocking.
And by no means are we saying this would be an easy series at all. Whenever Nikola Jokic is on the floor, this would be a brawl for it all. But when you look at the most likely outcomes, it seems to me that Denver is the one that the Lakers should want to face the most. It's all going to come down to Sunday, though. The final day of the regular season. Playoff positioning will be on the line. Huge games we have for you on ESPN. It starts at 1 o'clock Eastern with the Pistons and the Bucks, and then the Warriors host the Clippers. It could be a play-in or playoffs. That's what it comes down to in that game. Coverage shifts with NBA Countdown at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is in our doubleheader, is one of the faces of the globalization of the game. The NBA has leaned into partnerships around the world to help establish the Basketball Africa League in 2019. So for more on the merging of basketball and African culture, Chiney Ogwumike, the Pelicans. Milwaukee now won 6 straight games. Giannis had 28 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers. And then after the game, Giannis, he spoke about his recent success. Take a listen.
I feel like I'm having fun. That's all. I feel like I'm having fun. You know, if I'm having fun, I'm competing, I'm in a good place. It doesn't matter how many minutes I play or what's in front of me. I just want to, you know, have fun and compete.
So what does a having fun Giannis mean for the Bucks heading into the postseason?
This means that Giannis gives the Bucks a shot against anybody. I mean, he has had to pick up the pieces after this team does not have Dame Lillard, probably won't have him for at least the beginning of the playoffs. Giannis has taken over that responsibility, got everybody involved. The assists have been up, and he said, I'm going to put this team on my shoulder no matter who's missing.
And that's the biggest question mark. Will we see a fully healthy Milwaukee Bucks team? Next up, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers. They also won their 6th straight. They defeated a Cavaliers team that was without Mitchell, Mobley, and Darius Garland. But hey, you got to beat who's in front of you, right? With the win, they secured a home court in the first round. Perk. We're talking about Tyrese recording his 33rd 10-assist game this season. How much of a problem is this team going to be in the playoffs?
A serious problem, Malika. This team did go to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. This team has an identity on both sides of the basketball. Offensively, we know that they're one of the best offensive teams in the league. They're led by the head of the snake and Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam in the half-court set. He could get a bucket.
Well, the Pacers and Bucks, they're both playing their best basketball at the right time. They have an 85% chance again to run it back in the first round. Last year, the Pacers won their meeting in 6 games, but the Bucks have won 3 of their 4 meetings this season. So, Perk, in a 7-game series, who are you giving an edge to, the Bucks or the Pacers?
Without Dame Lillard, we don't know what's his status. I give the slight edge to the Indiana Pacers, but I will say this, right? In my eyes, Giannis is the 2nd greatest power forward of all time behind Tim Duncan. Okay? In this been having, part that I've been saying to Giannis' game, Malika, is that the assists, him being able to make guys around him better at a high rate. Every time I look up, Giannis is getting a triple-double. And so this is an opportunity for Giannis to go into this postseason and show the world that, hey, I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm still one of the best, if not the best players in the world. So when I look at Giannis, a happy Giannis, I will say this. Although I get a slight edge to the Pacers, I would not be surprised if it goes 7 games or Giannis is the best player in that series and the Bucks pull it off.
What it comes down to in a lot of ways is health for the Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, we have not seen a healthy Milwaukee Bucks team in the playoffs for a couple of years now. Because what if I told you this? Since winning the championship, they have won only 1 playoff series. They do not want to have back-to-back-to-back first-round exits because larger conversations could start to bubble up for the Milwaukee Bucks. But again, I put nothing past Giannis Antetokounmpo. An 85% chance we're going to get a rematch of the Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks in these playoffs. There's so much we need to get to in our show to get you set for the last weekend of the regular season. Big seeding implications out west and an even bigger statement from Anthony Edwards. You're going to want to hear what he's going to say about channeling, who he's channeling.
Thì đây, cái kiểu cảm giác nó cứ gần thế. Chào, còn đấy chơi ai chả thật. Chào cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng. Và hôm nay bọn mình sẽ có tiêu đề là quả ớt. Mọi người hôm nay tiêu đề mình có là ớt xanh. Còn đấy chơi không rồi. Chơi với ai hợp tính thì chả thành thần. Cách một trò này.
Nhưng mà hình như là hôm nay là có 2 người game thế nào hay là dỗi game
đứa nào?
Một đã đoán thôi. Là con chơi ấy. Đấy xong rồi dùng con tựa nên là bắt đầu dỗi đây. Bắt đầu dỗi. Xong còn con tựa hôm nay thì là nó cũng dỗi dài thế nào, không biết thế nào. Không biết phải dỗi không, đang nằm ở đấy á. Mà nó kẻ nó bị mỏi, bị ốm, mỏi mệt thì ta không chơi đâu. Nhưng mà ta không chơi đâu, ta mua đùi gà ấy. Chỉ là cái đùi gà mà chân gà, cánh gà gì đấy. Tức là cái xương. bình thường nó hay mỏi tai, bảo nó cân bọn nó mỏi, không phải lại còn khô cũng thấy nấy. Là mua vào 15.000 là đã mua chia được cả lũ, thì con cựa nó không ăn, đưa ra con đòi là không ăn,
các thứ.
Các thứ.
Tao mà sang cơ sở 2 đứa nào bật tao phát tao dỗi cái đợt trước tao dỗi còn mua đồ ăn cho tao, đợt này tao đã không ăn rồi ấy. Đã dỗi là mất.
Xong nha, xong lúc đấy thì xong ta có hỏi là dạ sao nhìn mặt gì trông dỗi thế. Đổi giọng em rồi, ta đổi giọng luôn lúc đấy. Thế là tao nó quay ra, biết người ta hỏi rồi đừng trêu, sao trêu đâu,
Thu tiền
ăn, các bạn mới ăn, cứ ăn chi gì mà, đấy, xong bắt đầu im mới rồi, nó vẫn không nói rõ lý do cho tao, nào tớ rồi, thế tao mới nghi nhờ như là cũng không thích thế nào, mới ra tao nói biết trêu mấy câu